Hey, foodie gang. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. You're tuned in to Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. And hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. And then all the information is scrolling down below. But welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday, right? Yes, Wednesday. There we go. Happy Wednesday. Okay, time for tea at 907 Goodies. I have my detox tea right here, and I have my cup. Let me show y'all the cup. And it says 907 Good Eats. So we just gonna kick back today. We are gonna talk about some hot topics, and we're gonna have some tea. That is the plan for today. So, I got my tea here. There's a little bit of sugar and honey in here as well. We are going to talk about what is MAHA. I mentioned it to you guys the other day, and y'all were like, "What is that, Chef?" So we're going to talk about it, and we are going to talk about Trump's gold card and Black History Month outrage. Um, yeah, so let's get into it. And we got a lady in the chat. She said, shout out. Okay, y'all. Whew. Okay, I am gonna make dinner, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna make. Okay, so when I drink my tea, I don't like my tea bag to sit in my um in the hot water for too long. You know how some people steep their tea bag the whole time? I don't do that. Look, lady came ready. She already came with the tea. She said, shout out to the EBT ladies who crying on social media for being lazy. She said, sis, gang, gang. Um, ooh. Okay, lady saying make spaghetti sound simple. But yes, we're gonna have dinner, but I'm not sure what it's gonna be. But we're gonna make something. And make sure you're tuned in with the YouTube channel so you can come to our live cooking sessions. Lady gonna be there. Okay, but before we get into these hot topics, got our tea here. Before we get into these hot topics, we gotta read the disclaimer. And can y'all hear me okay? I think y'all can too. Lady. Ooh. Okay, join the food group on Facebook. Lady said put sausage in it too. You make your own French bread. No, I do not. But I did get some active dry yeast the other day. So I want to start baking breads again. I baked breads before in the past, but I'm a little rusty. If you've been watching the channel, you know how I feel about baking. If you've been watching the channel, you know how I feel about baking. Me and baking is it's a tough relationship, but I did make a cinnamon swirl bread the other day and it was so good. But it's a hit or miss with baking. And she said I'll always be there. Gang, gang, gang. Mhm. And lady said, "That's okay. I don't either. We can cheat the bread." Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'll be going and getting my little French baguette with the garlic butter already on it, and then I'll get some more garlic butter. But shout out to the people that bake their own breads all the time. Shout out to them. So, Let me read that disclaimer before we get into it. I got some videos to share with y'all. We're gonna learn something. And I got the internet right here. So if y'all got any questions that I do not know, I'm gonna get my web surf on. She is on the way, lady. She is on the way. Okay, welcome to 907 Good Eats Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. Please note that the information provided on our channel, including commentary and discussions, is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Comments and opinions expressed are those of the individuals and not those of 907 Good Eats. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we cannot guarantee its completeness, reliability, or accuracy. The use of the information provided on this channel is strictly at your own risk. We do not claim ownership of any third-party content featured on our channel. All third-party content is the intellectual property of the respective owners, and we respect their rights. Viewer discretion is advised for all content. Ooh, I had a hard time reading that. Y'all, I'm still waking up, and thank you so much, lady. And for children's content, subscribe to Ava's Playtime on YouTube. You know, we gotta support the little ones. And lady, you already know we finna get into it. We're gonna just hop right into the content today. Cause it's time for tea and we ain't got time. So let me get okay, so Say you did get hooked on Finding Work for me too. Y'all, I'm tired. I got a little drunk. But you know, I was like, okay, we're gonna do this early morning show. I'm gonna cook for y'all later on. We're gonna spend the whole day together. I'm gonna make it, y'all. I'm gonna make it. Okay, so what we're gonna get into first is MAHA, which is Make America Healthy Again. Let's see. Hopefully, I can make this big enough. Let's see. Okay, so we talked about it before. Trump was gonna elect in his cabinet RFK Jr. to be over the FDA, be over the food and things like that. I always forget what the position of the title is, but the FDA did ban red number 3 food dye a couple of months ago. Well, not a couple of months, in January, and we did report on that as well. And so this is going to go into RFK Jr. and when Trump elects someone to be a part of his cabinet, they have to go through Congress and they have to go through a confirmation process where they have to talk to the Democrats and the Republicans. I think it's the Senate.
What is your prescription to help make America healthy again? What's your vision? What does that look like?
And so this video is from when he was going through that confirmation process. This is how, remember how I told y'all how we be getting hot? This is what it be going down. It be going down.
Like to you?
Thank you, Senator Marshall. We're having epidemics of all these chronic illnesses, autoimmune diseases, neurological diseases, allergic diseases, obesity. When my uncle was president, 3% of Americans were obese. Today, 74% of Americans are obese or overweight. No other country has anything like this. In Japan,
I do agree with him on that part as far as like the obesity. Um, Definitely. And lady said first, lower food prices, especially organic, if you want us healthy MFers. It's a need, not a want. I do agree with that. And then also, I think that education plays a big part into it as well. And yeah. Look, I try to say it in a kind way, but lady just came out and said it. She said lots of fat kids too. Look, them lady words not mine. But definitely with the childhood obesity and with obesity period, um, there are a lot of bad things in the food. And it is refreshing to hear somebody at least talking about it. I don't know if they were talking about it before, but he seems very, very serious about everything he's gonna do. We are gonna have to wait and see what is really gonna happen.
And the obesity rate is still 3%. And epidemics are not caused by genes. Genes may provide the vulnerability, but you need an environmental toxin. Oh, something is poisoning the American people. And we know that the primary culprits are changing food supply, the switch to highly chemical intensive processed foods. We have 10,000 ingredients in our country, in our foods. The Europeans have only 400. If you buy at McDonald's French,
That is crazy. He said we have, I think he said 4,000. Let me go back. Let me make sure I get the numbers right. Let me go back. Let's go back food
in
again.
our foods, the Europeans have only 400.
Okay, we have 10,000 and they have 400. That is, I did not know that. Wow.
In our country, in our foods, the Europeans have only 400. If you buy McDonald's French fries in our country, there's 11 ingredients, my understanding. In Europe, there's only 3. If you buy Fruit Loops
Okay, so the fries here having the 11 ingredients. In Europe, they have 3 ingredients.
in our country, they're loaded with food dyes, with yellow dye, red dye, blue dye, and many other ingredients. The same company makes the same product with different ingredients for Canada and Europe. And at age, we don't have good science on all these things. And that is deliberate. That's a deliberate choice not to study the things that are truly making us sick.
I do kind of see where he's coming from in that part because y'all are able to look up everything and y'all got all the answers, but y'all don't have nothing to say about the food that's going on. You don't have nothing to say about the food, but you know about everything else. So, what you think, lady? She said, no McDonald's, no mo for me. Ew, used to love it, now I don't like it. And I'll tell you one thing, them burgers at McDonald's, they stay getting smaller. You feel like you should be able to go to McDonald's and get a meal and get full. Now you get that meal, you still be hungry. Like, look, let me just keep my little money. Um, that's why I be cooking at home. Have a good afternoon and stay safe and have a good one and drive safe. Okay, so let's get back into it and let's see what else he has to say.
That are not only contributing to chronic disease, to mortalities from infectious disease. We need to get a handle on this because if we don't, it's an existential threat. Our country is not going to destroyed because we get the marginal tax rate wrong, or because we get one of these culture war issues that we've been talking about today wrong. It's going to be destroyed if we continue down this trajectory of chronic disease. We need to fix our food supply, and that's the number one.
I agree with everything he said, but it's starting to look like maybe they want it to be like this, in my opinion, allegedly. It's starting to look like they want it to be like this. Everybody just sick. And I do think that the FDA choosing to ban a food dye in January that they've known about for decades that was bad is because they knew that this was coming to the FDA. Um, Lady said, like, share, subscribe. Please become a part of the foodie gang crew where love is even in the food. Yes, Lady is here all the time when I'm cooking in the kitchen, and she is one of my main moderators over here on my YouTube channel. So she's here all the time. And shout out to Lady in the Foodie Gang at 907 Goodies. They hold me accountable. They be like, where the cheese at? Where is this at? Where is that at? You need to cook this longer. They let me know over here on YouTube. They give me a hard time, but I love them. But they always come out and support and, show support. Hey, Drip King, how are you doing? We're just talking about MAHA. We're gonna talk about the Trump Gold Card and the Black History Month outrage. And thank you so much for the support. And we got our tea right here. I have this detox tea. It kind of has like a ginger taste to it, if you will. And what did everybody eat today? Let me know. Let me know. Okay, so we played this video. He is the confirmation hearing. I believe it's Secretary of Health and Human Services Department, but I can't have the title wrong. But pretty much this gentleman right here is gonna be over the FDA and over the food and all of that stuff. So what he wants to do is make America healthy again. And they holding his feet to the fire. I got another video here.
For 20 years, I've gotten up every morning on my knees and prayed that God would put me in a position where I can end the childhood chronic disease epidemic in this country. On August 23rd of last year, God sent me President Trump, and he gave me he's now given me, he's kept every promise that he's made to me. He's kept his word in every account and gone way beyond it. I'm so grateful to you, Mr. President. A lot of people told me that I couldn't trust President Trump. I better get it in writing. And we did a handshake, and everything that he told me.
You know what? They cannot stand Trump. And I don't even blame them. Trump be running his mouth. They said getting him writing. He is a shiesty one. But that is so funny. They said get it in writing. But they cannot stand Trump. And Trump do be running his mouth a lot. So I can see it why they can't stand him.
Told me he was going to do, he has done. And I'm so grateful to him. And I've told you before, I genuinely believe that you are a pivotal historical figure, and you are going to transform this country at a time when we see all of the indicia of democracy now in tatters in our country. We see.
Do you guys think that Trump is going to be he said a historical political figure? meaning that he's gonna make a lot of changes. Do you guys feel that way too? Um, if Trump does everything that he said, do we feel like, that was a big change? But some of the things that he's done, I'm glad that have happened, but I'm curious to see if he's gonna be going like the best leader that we're gonna see during our time. And then it's like, well, how do we judge the best leader? Like how do you score that? But some people feel this way, some people don't. Um some people feel this way, some people don't.
The rise of the military-industrial complex, the rise of totalitarianism, these attacks on our Constitution, and this breathtaking epidemic that is disabling our people. President Trump has promised to restore the American dream in this country. A healthy person has 1,000 dreams. A sick person only has one. 60% of our population has only one dream, that they get better. President Trump has promised that he's going to restore America's strength. But we can't be a strong nation if we have a weak citizenry. If people are sick, 60% of our people are sick, 77%.
I will say that we all know somebody that is sick or that has succumbed to sickness. And it does seem like a lot of people are sick. And I do feel like the food is very important and has something to do with it. I do think that that is all true. And especially if we have 10,000 ingredients and they have 400. I mean, it's a lot. And you don't know what all these chemicals will do on the body in the long term.
As President Trump mentioned, our children cannot qualify for military service. And we need a man on a white horse now. We need somebody who is willing to come in and has the spine and the guts and the strength to challenge orthodoxies, to stand in the way of vested interests, and to break institutions that have turned against our democracy. President Trump has shown again and again that he is that hero. And most recently, I greatly appreciate it, and I called you the day that you announced the termination of USAID. My uncle started USAID in 1961 for humanitarian purposes, to put our country on the side of the poor. It has been captured by the military-industrial complex. It has become a sinister propaganda.
Okay, I got the name. Health and Human Services Secretary. So that means that he's going to be over the FDA, over all the health and the food. And so we will see if this makes a difference. And I think that it is definitely time for a change with the food, just because we are seeing people getting sick um quite often. And it may have something to do with the food, because that's one thing that we all do have in common. We all do eat.
Of totalitarianism and war across the globe. And very few people understand how sinister this agency really is. And President Trump saw that, and he stood up to it with a masterstroke. And we want to do the same thing with the institutions that are stealing the health of our children.
So we talked about the USAID and how they have scaled back some of the funding, and we talked about some of the things where they were spending that money. And what he's saying is that, I'm gonna go back a little bit so that we can hear that part again. He's saying that I think he said his grandfather started it, and it was a good organization then, but just became a lot of other things since then.
President Trump has shown again and again that he is that hero. And most recently, I greatly appreciate it, and I called you the day that you announced the termination of USAID. My uncle started USAID in 1961 for for humanitarian purposes to put our country on the side of the poor. It has been captured by the military-industrial complex.
Okay, so he said his uncle started USAID years ago, and when he first started it, it was really to help other nations and countries who, could not help themselves. I did do a live stream talking about some of the money and the taxpayer money that was spent recklessly. I'm gonna be sharing that link right now, and it's gonna be on my YouTube channel. This video right here had some people mad, but that's okay. That's okay. So there is the live stream I did talking about USAID and some of the money and where it's going and what's going on with it and some of the changes that Trump and Elon Musk are gonna make to Doge. Um, Doge is the agency that Elon Musk is working for that is cutting the USAID aid or funding, not aid, funding. And so it's all connected.
It has become a sinister propagator of totalitarianism and war across the globe. And very few people understand how sinister this agency really is. And President Trump saw that, and he stood up to it with a masterstroke. And we want to do the same thing with the institutions that are stealing the health of our children. We need a revolutionary figure, and you are that figure, and I'm very grateful for you for giving me this opportunity.
So he feels very he speaks very highly of Trump. He has all good things to say. He wants to come in and change a lot of things at the company level and really target these companies that are putting some of these chemicals in our food, and he wants to outlaw a lot of the chemicals. And I don't think this is a bad thing. This is to me, you know, this is a good thing.
Is poisoning the American people. And we know that the primary culprits are changing food supply, the switch to highly chemical intensive processed foods. We have 10,000 ingredients in our country, in our foods. The Europeans have only 400. If you buy McDonald's French fries in our country, there's 11 ingredients, my understanding. In Europe, there's only 3. If you buy Fruit Loops in our country, they're loaded with food dyes, with yellow dye, red dye, blue dye, and many other ingredients. The same company makes the same product with different ingredients for Canada and Europe. And at age, we don't have good.
Isn't that crazy though? They do make a version with less chemicals and with less food dyes, but they sell it to the nations where they don't allow them to have chemicals. And Drip King said, wow. And then my thing is this, if you're already making the product, the healthier version, why you can't just send us that one too? It shouldn't be a big deal. And then it makes you wonder, are the ones that are not healthy, they're probably cheaper. So that maybe this is all allegedly, but maybe um that's why they don't want to do it. And Drip said, I'm in the UK. So you're probably I mean, it seems like I think it really all goes back to the government though. It seems like the government has fought hard, in my opinion, for healthy food for its people. And why ain't nobody sticking up for us? That's all right. That's all right. He gonna stick up for us. And then Drip King said, "True." So Drip, have you ever been to the U.S.? And then I heard when you go overseas, you have to get like all these shots, and then when you come back and eat the food, sometimes it can make you sick just because there's things in their food that are not in our food. And so you have to prepare for that. Did you notice a big difference when you were eating our food versus your food? But it seems like everyone should be on board with this. I don't really see what he's saying that is wrong in a sense. Like everything he's saying to me kind of makes sense. We need to eat healthier food. Um, yeah. And Drip said, I've been in New York in 2006. And he said, yes, the food was different. I can't drink the same water as you. My body's adapted to the UK. And that's why when people do travel out of the country, I have not traveled out of the country myself. They have to be careful about the food that they eat there and not to eat here. You have to think about these things because your body is not used to certain things. But that's crazy. I don't think the water will be different. I wonder how the water is different. But I don't think anything of what he's saying is like wrong or unrealistic. And if you look at my video where I talked about the FDA, the red number 3 food dye, they knew that was bad for decades. I don't know why they took so long to ban it because they knew it was bad for a long time. Oh, okay. So Drip King said I have to drink bottled water if I'm overseas. Yeah, if you go to certain states, the tap water is different. Let's see what else he got to say.
Science on all these things. Uh, and that is deliberate. That's a deliberate choice not to study the things that are truly making us sick, that are not only contributing to chronic disease, but to mortalities from infectious disease. We need to get a handle on this because if we don't, it's an existential threat. Our country is not going to be destroyed because we get the marginal tax rate wrong or because we get one of these culture war issues that we've been talking about today wrong. It's going to be destroyed if we continue down this trajectory of chronic disease. We need to fix our food supply, and that's the number one.
That's what I'm talking about. He's saying all the right things though. Let's see if they're gonna let him do this and how much pushback they're going to give him. And what's going on, Left Hand Bandit? He said, "What's good, Foodie Gang? We having some tea over here, and we looking at some politics. I'm explaining to y'all what MAHA is and what's going on with that, with Trump's cabinet pick, RFK Jr. Gonna be the Health and Human Services Secretary. I think I'm saying it right, y'all. I think I'm saying it right. So yeah, we just thank you, Left Hand. Yes, talking about come into the channel. You say what's up, you say something good to the host. So yeah, we're just talking all about that, talking about some politics. So I don't see what he said, what that was wrong, is that he wanted to fix the food, he wanted to make some important changes, and he wanted to take chemicals out of the food. And so they have this MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. It's a spin off of Trump's "Make America Great Again." Hey, they coming out with little catchphrases too. Okay. And Drip King said 907, I see what you mean though. Yeah, if they're already making healthier food for the UK and other nations and continent, or I don't know. He said the UK and somewhere else. If they're already making other healthy food, why can't they just make more and send us some? It shouldn't even be that hard. But if they know all this stuff is bad, it makes you wonder, why would the FDA allow this to come in if they know it's bad? And it's like, are y'all getting kickbacks from these companies? Is that why you letting all this stuff come in that you know is bad? And then we gotta talk about Big Pharma. It seems like everybody working together here. Seem like everybody working together here. Okay. Subscribe to Ava's Playtime for kids content. Um, Another thing, cause okay, so when we first get a president, they come in, they be making all these changes, and a lot of changes seem like they happen really rapidly. Well, that's how it feels with the Trump administration. Um, they have a lot that they're changing. Left hand say it's a money thing. I think it is. And oh, there was this picture that I saw that I'm gonna have to try to find for you guys. It had a picture and it had some of our congressmen and women on there, and it said how much their annual salary was versus how much they are worth. And Fuji Gang, when I say these people was worth millions and their annual salary was like 200,000. It's like, "Ooh, y'all gotta answer to us. How did this happen? What's the secret?" But it's definitely a money thing. So one of the things Trump wants to change around is he wants to start these gold cards um in an effort to reduce the deficit. So let me see if I got the right video right here. Let me see. Two on what? Left hand side. The Coach brothers make 17 million a day. Oh, what do the Coach brothers do? Because I feel like I heard that name before, but I just cannot remember in this moment. Help me out, Foodie Gang. What do they do?
Issued 4 executive orders today. So the first one is on
Okay, this ain't the right ones.
just announced a gold
Okay, so they're called Trump's Gold Card Visa Program. This is what he wants to do with legal immigration. Oh, and Left Hand said they deal with black gold oil. Oh, I get what you're saying, because oil is very, very serious. That's a whole situation in itself. Let me get the fair use up here. Yeah, I don't really be in the kitchen cooking, but sometimes I sit down at the kitchen table and we have our tea time and we get into these topics and we get the computer out, get the streamer setup going. Y'all hit the like button. Let's see what this Trump's gold cards are.
card. It's a major shift in US immigration policy. What is the gold card? So it's a visa program that gives wealthy foreign investors a path to US residency and eventually citizenship. What's it cost? $5 million. If you have the cash and you pass the background checks and stuff,
$5 million to come to the US. $5 million. Are you gonna pay? And Left Hand said they orange They own the Georgia Pacific plant too. And don't they have a yeah, okay, now it's all coming back to me. It's coming back to me. But $17 million a day, that's crazy. But are you paying $5 million to get to the US? That's a lot. But he wants to take that 5 million and allegedly put it on the deficit. We gotta see. I don't know. But people do want to come to the US. They're going through extreme journeys, traveling through the elements, going through a lot, risking their lives. So do you think people are going to pay $5 million? I don't know, but we're going to have to wait and see.
You can get the visa. Why is he doing this? So this is actually going to replace the old EB-5 visa program, which had a lower investment requirement, but was plagued with fraud and abuse. The goal is to attract serious investors who will create jobs and pump money into the US economy, not just buy real estate and then leave. Now, also, Trump talks about this being a way to pay down the debt. If 1 million people get this visa, he said that'll be $5 trillion in revenue that can be used to pay down the debt. So how does it work? Well, foreign investors must pass strict background checks and prove they're bringing real economic benefits. If approved, they can live in the US, and after a period of time, they can apply for citizenship. This is part of Trump's broader strategy to boost economic growth while ensuring legal immigration benefits.
Okay, so you pay $5 million, you get a Trump Gold Card visa, which is kind of like one green card, is what it sounds like. And then you're able to come to the US and do whatever you want to do if you want to start a business. And then he's saying that if a certain amount of people pay for this gold card, it could be a lot of money that this program could make, and then they're gonna put the money into the deficit. We're gonna see. I'm curious to see if people are gonna pay $5 million. Left Hand Bandit said the pipeline run from Alaska to Texas, they involved in that also. It's unaliving a lot of people because of the harmful fumes. Is that the one that they were protesting because it was gonna run through an Indian conservation? Is that the one that they were protesting? Y'all, there's so much going on in the world. And one thing I would say is that I don't know everything. So I like to do my research on a topic and like make sure that when I get here, I know a little something about what I'm talking about. I got some facts, got some okay, so Left Hand said that's right. Yes, I remember that during first Trump's first presidency, they were boycotting that. There was a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. What was that pipeline called? I want to say it was I don't even want. I'm gonna just look it up. I'm gonna look it up because I know that pipeline that you're talking about, but I forgot what it was called. Okay, hold on, y'all. I got my phone right here. And if any of y'all know, go ahead and tell me. Okay, is it the, no, I don't think it's that. Okay, it's saying Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Is that right? Is that the right name? I think so. Okay, let me play a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna be looking that up. But here we go. This is some more about Trump's gold card. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go back all the way and just play this whole
So Trump
video.
just announced a gold card. It's a major shift in US immigration policy. What is the gold card? So it's a visa program that gives wealthy foreign investors a path to US residency and eventually citizenship. What's it cost? $5 million. If you have the cash and you pass the background checks and stuff, you can get the visa. Why is he doing this? So this is actually going to replace the old EB-5 visa program, which had a lower investment requirement, but was plagued with fraud and abuse. The goal is to attract serious investors who will create jobs and pump money into the US economy, not just buy real estate and then leave. Now, also, Trump talks about this being a way to pay down the debt. If 1 million people get this visa, he said that'll be $5 trillion in revenue that can be used to pay down the debt. So how does it work? Well, foreign investors must pass strict background checks and prove they're bringing real economic benefits. If approved, they can live in the US, and after a period of time, they can apply for citizenship. This is part of Trump's broader strategy to boost economic growth while ensuring legal immigration benefits.
Okay, I was on mute. This is Trump's plan about what he wants to do with the gold card. And Left Hand said it was Keystone XL. Yeah, I'm over here struggling because I'm like, I could not remember the name of that pipeline, but I remember that everyone was protesting it because of where it was gonna go through and what it was gonna do. Yeah, Left Hand, you gonna drop some information and not do all the research. And then Left Hand said, my bad, it runs from Canada to Texas. It's the Keystone XL project. Yes, I remember that they were protesting that. We might have to, that's a lot. That's, oh, you know what? That name just popped up, the Keystone XL pipeline. And you're saying, yeah, it's making the air bad where you're at? But this is Trump's gold plan. What do y'all think about it? $5 million for a green card, pretty much. But it's going to be called the gold plan. And with the money that they make from this, they're going to invest it towards the deficit. I mean, I'm curious to hear what everybody got to say. I didn't have time to research what everybody thinks about this, but this is what's going to happen.
Benefits the country. I'm going to go into more detail on my Substack about this and other things Trump has issued today. There's been multiple.
And bless this man's heart. He be on TikTok and he just be promoting. Let's see if we got any more. I think that was the whole video pretty much. Okay. But yeah, that's what's going on. And Left Hand Bandit said, man, we too far in the debt. And ain't nobody talking about it. And you know one thing that I think is so shady is like as soon as you say these people need help, they be like, we're in debt, we ain't got no money. But during this live stream, I talked about some of the reckless spending that was being done, and a lot of that money, a lot of our taxpayer money, not all of it, but just a lot of it, they were sending overseas to help other people, which is not a bad thing. But you need to help your own people. And I dropped that. Okay, here we go. I dropped that link, but let me save that link. Um, yes, in this video, I talked about some of the reckless spending that was being done and some of the things that were going on. We are going to go to a commercial break and I'm going to refill my tea. And when we get back, we're going to talk about Black History Month. I played a video for you guys. I think it was on Sunday I put the video. talking about Black History Month and some of the celebrations that they were having at the White House, right? Y'all, everybody wasn't happy about the White House situation. So we're gonna talk about that. And Lefin said they printed more money than its gold. That's how we in debt. The value of the dollar ain't worth nothing these days. And judging from the video that I did where I covered where some of the spending was happening and some of the things that they were spending billions of dollars on, in my opinion, if they would have saved some of that money or reinvested it um back into the American people somehow, we may see some type of benefit. But I think that the books have not been managed properly for the US. They haven't been managed properly. Um a lot of money being spent on things that don't even need to be spent on. Don't even need to be spent on. Crazy stuff. Make sure y'all check out this video, or I'll pull it back up. This video right here where I talk about some of the things where our taxpayer money is being spent on. And thankful, no matter what you want to say about Trump and Elon Musk, I'm not saying that they're all good and whatever. But a lot of the things that have come out, would we know about if it wasn't for Trump and Elon? Probably not. So we can't say that everything that they're doing is for nothing. Because clearly there's been a lot of fraud, a lot of scamming going on. But I'll see y'all in a second. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. Foodie gang, gang, gang. All right, all right, all right, all right. Take this off. I'm back, Foodie Gang. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, y'all, I had to refill my tea. I got the cup right here. And this is time for tea at 907 Goodies. We are talking about what is MAHA, Trump Gold Card, Black History Month outrage. So, Before we went to our commercial, y'all, excuse me, I'm getting my teeth set up. Before we went to our commercial, we talked about Trump's gold card. We talked about MAHA and RFK Jr. and some of the changes that he wants to make. And oh, I didn't even pull the video. Okay, I'm gonna pull up this video that's gonna tell you guys. Oh, here it is. That's gonna show you guys Black History Month celebration at the White House. So I played this video for you guys the other day. Everyone was very happy in the video. It was all cool, right? No, it's not all cool. Somebody has a problem with this. So we're gonna talk about that. Let me get the information scrolling across the screen. Hit the like button and subscribe. Keep the stove warm by sending a super chat, Venmo, or PayPal. Join my food group on Facebook, Foodie Gang fan page, and we got the sheet right here. Follow me on my social media platforms. Your girl has been busy. You know when you get out of the groove of doing things all the time, and like when you have a set schedule, and then you go off of that schedule for whatever reason, it feels like it's just so hard to get back on schedule. It does. It really does. And I don't know why that feeling is that way. It just is. Um, yeah, so Black History Month, there was a celebration at the White House that at first there was murmurs that, or there was talks of the event being canceled, but the event did go on. And I'm going to show you guys how the event looked.
Now we here, we at the White House, looking the golden age.
Okay, as you can see, they're at the White House. They're having a Black History Month celebration, and it looks like a lot of people, right? So the event clearly happened. A lot of people showed up.
We are with Donald Trump celebrating Black History Month, baby. Here we are now. Come on, talk to them. They not like us now. They not like us, baby. Look at Legacy Media.
And if you're anybody that know anything, you know where that saying is from. They not like us. You know exactly what he's talking about.
Look at Legacy Media. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Okay, so you can see they did have a celebration at the White House. Everybody seems like they came through. Um, it's like it was packed. And I had another video where it was like everybody was dancing, they was getting down. And hey, Ever11 Outdoors, how are you doing? How are you doing? And we are talking about we're talking about a little bit of everything. Talked about MAHA, make America healthy again. We talked about Trump's gold cards, and we're talking about Black History Month. They had a celebration at the White House, and this is one of the videos. I actually have another video that I do want to show you guys. But how are you doing today, Outdoors? How are you doing? I have another video I want to show you guys. It's about Black History Month. Let's see if I can find the right one. Okay, let's see if this is the right
Got
one.
invited to the White House to celebrate Black History Month, despite the media alleging that it was canceled by President.
Okay, this is the right one. I also showed this video before. I'm gonna show it again to you guys to give you guys context to this story that I'm gonna tell you guys. There is outrage over this event, and we're gonna talk about that. And Aldra said, I'm good. I'm for healthy food. Yes, me too. I don't think anybody would say, oh, keep the food how it is. Don't try to make any change. It's like, that's crazy.
I got invited to the White House to celebrate Black History Month despite the media alleging that it was canceled by President Trump. But like always, fake news. I landed safely thanks to Delta Airlines and time to take a quick shower before throwing on my Sunday's best. Here I'm rocking my Palazzo sports jacket with a black turtleneck and a black Bailey fedora. Soon after this, I ran into my Blexit family on the way to the White House, but I must give a shout out to the guy that made it all happen, Pierre Wilson. He is the real deal, but with moves like this, he's clearly not like us. We were all smiles, waiting in line in this 20-degree weather to get inside to celebrate this momentous occasion because of what it meant to all of us. All I can think about in my head right here is how much I've overcame throughout the years, being open with my conservatism. For some reason, it brings out the worst in people, and I think it's because I refuse to live up to their expectations of me. While I was in the White House, I wasn't quite sure how much I could record, but the security guard reassured me that we had free reign to capture whatever we wanted, so I took full advantage. While I was in the restroom, though, I noticed these napkins with the presidential seal on them, and it almost felt disrespectful to use it and toss it straight into the trash can. They rolled out the red carpet for everyone. We were dressed to the nine, looking good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, and sounding good. See, the Marine Band.
That's what I'm talking about. One thing my people know how to do is we know how to get dressed. What's one thing we know how to do? We love getting dressed. We love putting on our Sunday best. We ready to stun on somebody. But outdoors brings up a really good point. He said GMO food GMO food should be more expensive, not less. And good, clean, organic should be the affordable option. And that's what Lady was saying earlier when she was in here, is that organic food should be more affordable. And it's really unfortunate that it costs more to eat healthy. But it does sound like it kind of is becoming flipped a little bit just because fast food is so expensive now. And it's like nobody can even afford fast food. But we gonna see what's gonna happen. But back to my people. My people know how to get dressed and know how to celebrate.
Band that was in charge of the music understood the assignment. They were playing everything from Earth, Wind, and Fire all the way down to Sam Cooke, making this a magical time. Everything opened up by a classical version of America the Beautiful, set in the atmosphere. And it was great to be surrounded by so many of my favorite people: Michaela Montgomery, David Harris Jr., Terrence K. Williams, King Randall, and so many more influential conservatives, podcasters, and leaders of this movement. The room got lit when President Trump brought out Tiger Woods. It was really great to see him in person. I've never personally met him or been in his presence. It was really great. He also brought out Secretary of HUD Scott Turner. For those who
So as you can see, this event was lit. A lot of people was there. A lot of black people, influencers, podcasters. As you can see, even some black politicians were there. So everybody was there. And this was the Black History Month celebration at the White House.
are concerned about his cabinet picks, here's one for the record. Now, after everything was over with, I ran into my Cartier family, who is always on 10. Love seeing these guys. And on my way out of the White House, my sister, Keita Harper, stopped me and serenaded me with her rendition of Happy Birthday. I've heard her sing this to so many other individuals as we travel, but this is the first time she sung it to me, and I loved every second of it. Thank you, sis. After this, I went to an after party hosted by BCF, Black Conservative Federation. Some amazing people over
Okay, so you can see Homeboy had a good night. He was up there chilling. They had a good night. A lot of people came out to the event. And Aldor said, GMO is cancer causing, I think. And RFK Jr. was kind of saying the same thing. He was saying that he felt like the food was leading to us being sick all the time. And because we are sick all the time and our children are getting sicker, they're not going to be able to go into the military or, these important branches of service or do anything of any importance because they're going to be sick. And that's why he was saying that he wanted to change around the food. G Honda, is that you? Shout out to G Honda coming through the building. And Aldra said, Trump the man, he handles things so professionally. Good celebration. It was a good celebration, right? Like everybody was dressed up well. Everybody they had a good time. People was smiling. They was happy. They chose to be there, right? Because when you get invited to something, doesn't mean that you necessarily have to show up. Doesn't mean you have to go unless you want to go. And shout out to G Honda. Okay, so right, who would have a problem with the celebration I just showed y'all? Let me tell y'all who. Let me show y'all. Everybody ain't happy. This no matter what you do in life, I feel like it's always gonna be somebody who's mad.
A mega church pastor is mad at a group of black Trump supporters who went to the White House. Viewer warning, what you're about to hear is extra racist.
I ain't afraid of the spooks that said it.
Said extra racist. Okay. So do y'all know who this is? Do y'all know who this is? This is Pastor Jamal Bryant. He's at the center of a whole bunch of controversy. But this is what he had to say about everybody who showed up to the White House. This is how he felt.
At the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House. I feel bad for them in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. Get out of there, Negro, and stand with your people so that you understand that God is on our side.
Okay, so he pretty much said that they was acting like runaway slaves, tap dancing for massa. Outdoor said, if you don't like that celebration, you're part of the problem. But this is my thing, though. If the White House wouldn't have had a Black History Month celebration, would people still be mad? Is there any pleasing people? Because if they wouldn't have did anything, y'all would have felt some type of way about that. If they did do something, y'all would have felt some type of way about that. So it goes back to what I was saying that sometimes ain't no winning. But let me play that again. He said runaway slaves tap dancing for massa. How are they runaways when they went there willingly?
Over in Atlanta, a mega church pastor is mad at a group of black Trump supporters who went to the White House. Viewer warning, what you're about to hear is extra racist.
I ain't afraid of the spooks that sat at the door. These runaway slaves hiding in the White House. I feel bad for them in the White House who are in there tap dancing for massa, wearing bow ties and grinding, laughing like nothing is funny. Get out of there, Negro, and stand with your people. So
He said laughing like nothing is funny.
that you understand that God is on our side.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do y'all think? And Outdoor said that pastor wants segregation and it sounds no good. Okay, this is how I also feel at the same time. If we never talk to our possible enemy, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he said a lot. He said a whole mouthful, and all these people are cheering with him. But there again, if they didn't have a Black History Month celebration, I feel like somebody would have been mad about that if they didn't have it. So it's just kind of like it just feels like really no winning. Um, it's no winning. And I want to say this. I do feel like a lot of people be using the terms out. They do something terrible and they be like, "But God, no, don't try to say this. Nothing about God, you know." And then after I said, then throws in God at the end. That ain't no Christian speaking. And how did he get all of that from the video we saw where they was partying? Did he just not like? How did he come up with all that? And Drip King said, right. And then it's like, well, were they not supposed to go and then not celebrate? I don't know. I just feel like there's just no winning at this particular situation. And I also just feel like no matter what, somebody's gonna be upset. You just can't please everybody. Everybody ain't gonna be happy. But he got all of that from that. Isn't that crazy? He said everybody up there that was laughing and dancing is wrong. Outdoor said, I doubt God wants us to be segregated. And your people and my people, there's just God's people. That's a bad pastor. I do agree with that. I kind of feel like we're all God's people, no matter what color we are, right? And so everyone should get along, you know? Um, Everyone should get along. And I think that needs to be the message too. What about us getting along? It's like I thought we were all supposed to be neighbors. Y'all just like don't even if you cool with us, you better not go over there and talk to them people. It's kinda like the vibes that he's giving by what he said. He said a whole lot though.
Healthcare price transparency. Basically, Trump has issued
Okay, every day Trump just got inaugurated, so every day he's signing a bunch of executive orders, and it is a lot to keep up with. It's a lot going on. And then also, once he signs the executive orders, some of them are getting challenged in court. And so it's just a lot going on.
four executive orders today. So the first one is on healthcare price transparency. Basically, hospitals and insurers must now disclose real prices, no more surprise bills or hidden fees. So this requires clear and upfront cost estimates for procedures and treatments. It also expands
And I don't know why they were not giving upfront pricing in the beginning anyway. That don't sound like somebody should have to tell you to do that.
price transparency rules to more healthcare providers and insurance plans, and it gives patients better tools to compare costs and make informed decisions. The second executive order is on security clearances being suspended. Trump just suspended security clearances for lawyers at Covington and Burling LLP, the firm that worked with Jack Smith's investigations. This executive order also reviews government contracts with this law firm for potential conflicts of interest. It aims to hold politically involved law firms accountable. This also signals a crackdown on weaponized investigations and legal overreach. The next executive order has to do with copper. So he's launching a national review into foreign copper imports. By the way, this material is important for our economy and defense. This executive order could lead to tariffs or restrictions to protect American production. He also signed an executive order on disaster relief for Kentucky. This is due to the severe storms and flooding. This executive order provides funding for affected families, infrastructure, and small businesses. It activates FEMA assistance for temporary housing and emergency repairs. It also ensures state and local governments get federal support to rebuild quickly. I'm breaking all this down on today's newsletter.
So he does like these TikTok videos where he gives us an update of the executive orders that were signed for that particular day. And like I said, it's a lot going on with the politics and all that stuff. It's a lot. So you got new executive orders coming every day, new topics being discussed. And then also, if you're into like pop culture, like the celebrity, it's just a lot going on in today's world. But what I'm gonna do now is take you guys into my Facebook group and we're gonna look at some food. Yes, and if anybody has any questions or comments about any of the content or any of the content that we discussed, feel free to let your girl know in the chat. Um, it's a lot going on, so here we go. Okay, can y'all see what I'm looking at? And Alvaro said, I'm glad you like my salmon. Still had trout. Did you see the ingredients in the corner? No, I did not. You're gonna have to remind me what ingredients were in the corner. Okay, I'm gonna try to make it a little bit bigger. Move some things around. Okay, there we go. So this is the Facebook Foodie Gang fan page. Join the group and then share your food with us. See, hopefully no music plays. She said dinner with her son. And Ever Loving Outdoor said it's on the shorts, could watch it on here. Okay, remind me, Outdoors, was it in the group or was it on YouTube? And lady is back. Girl, we are looking at some food. We are looking at some food. No, I did not see NF here. No, I did not. Not see it. Okay, so it looks like um mac and cheese, potato casserole, dry ribs, or dry rubbed ribs, and smoked wings. I wonder if that's the potato casserole. That's us, Foodie Gang. This is Throwback Wednesday. And let me see if y'all can see this good. Because if y'all can't, I'm gonna. Okay, so it was on YouTube then. I know outdoors. Me and you both. We've been eating too much. No, lady, we did not say F you, Trump, but we did talk about Trump. And it's 907 goodies. So no matter what, we gotta talk about food. That's why we here. Okay, okay, outdoors. All right, all right. Um, so I said comment a picture of food. Let me see if I can see that. Let me wait. But it looks like we got some cat. It looks like we got well, look like chicken tenders actually. Chicken tenders, fries, Texas toast. Well, I don't know if it's Texas toast, but definitely looks like toast for sure. For sure, for sure, toast. Okay. Ooh, y'all know how I feel about broccoli. It looks like we got some broccoli here. We got some mac and cheese. What? Ever Loving Outdoor said those fries look terrible in the last picture. Those are some crinkle cut fries. You don't like the crinkle cut? Or you like them crispy? You like them crispy? You like your fries crispy? Let us know. And okay, Ever Loving Outdoor said he likes this one though. So we got broccoli here. It's like a fish patty. We got mac and cheese. Okay. It looks like there's something breaded here. I can't tell what that is. But coleslaw and macaroni and cheese. And those look like some type of fritters down here. Oh, maybe it's like fried livers. Don't look like fried livers to y'all? What y'all think? Haldor said, no, we ain't doing it. He said he don't got time. He don't got time. Made y'all pack with it. Outdoor said, nope. It probably was good though. That looks like liver. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna keep going food again. Okay. Okay, so what do we got here? Looks like we got a turnover, some jambalaya, some collard greens, and then some chicken. You think that's some mac and cheese with a drink here? Okay, so this looks good right here. And it's like a side of pickles. And do y'all remember when we made this on 907 Goodies? Mashed potatoes, chicken tenders, and green beans. When we made this on live, it was really good. This is one of my budget meals. So okay. So yeah, this is one of the budget meals that we made over here on 907 Goodies. It was super delicious. I can just let's see what that button's going to go back. Ooh, do y'all remember this? And then I was gonna say, you know what's better than any sausage like that to cook? Summer sausage hit in the pan. And okay, so let's go to the commercial break. I'm gonna go get my door, and I will be back shortly. Stop sharing, and let me go get the door, and I'll be right back. Mhm. Hey, foodie gang, welcome back, welcome to my kitchen. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you made it to this step, I'm gonna explain to you exactly what is going on. So, I have my new membership program. I am launching my membership program, and there are three different tiers: Foodie, The Gang, and Certified Foodie Gang. I am going to explain to you about each tier, and also the instructions and all the information is down below so you can check it out. So we are just going to start with the first tier, which is the foodie, and it is going to be $2.99. You are going to get loyalty badges next to your name to let everybody know how long you have been a foodie. You will also have emojis to use in the chat that are designed by me, and I cannot wait until you guys see them and check them out. You're also going to have member only live chats, priority reply to comments. So that is the first tier. The second tier, which is the gang, will have all of the previous perks that we talked about, plus early access to new videos, member shout outs, photo and status updates, and members only live stream, plus the perks that we mentioned previously. Now, moving right along. Now we're on to the third tier, Certified Foodie Gang. The third tier is going to have all of the previous perks from the first and the second tier, plus the third tier, which includes connecting on social media, members only cooking videos, member only shorts. This third tier is $19.99. So we have $2.99, $6.99 for the gang, $19.99 for the third tier. At any point in time, you can cancel, you can upgrade or downgrade depending on what you do, Foodie Gang. But the choice is really yours, and the flexibility is yours. I encourage you guys to join my membership program and go along on this journey with me at 907 Goodies so that you never miss a meal, a recipe, or a live stream going forward. So join the membership program, read all about it, and like I said, you can cancel at any point in time. But if you want to continue to cook with me and receive my recipes, become a member, join the membership program. And I am so excited for all of my Foodie Gang members to continue to enjoy my great content. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys in the membership or in the program. Thank you guys all for tuning in, Foodie Gang. Thank you guys so much for continued support. of my channel and my cooking. Now, with all that being said, let's get started. Okay, welcome back, Foodie Gang. Welcome back to the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me get my information scrolling across the bottom, and you can keep the stove on. Support the channel, donate to the channel by sending a super chat, Venmo, PayPal, or stars on Facebook. And y'all, thank y'all for bearing with me while I had to go get the door. And shout out to Lady, and I'll be dropping that link for you guys to join the channel here. Yes, Lady. Lady said, please take the time to check out the videos and shorts from here on 907 Goodies where the magic is. And yes, you can find all of my content on my YouTube channel. She said, please share, subscribe, tell a friend, become a part of the Foodie Gang. Membership to go green with us. And lady, I am working on dropping that link. I'm sorry. Lady said I was taking too long to shut. I'm sorry. We got a little one here. Y'all hear her? My clothes. Ava's just mad. She got home and she don't got nothing. But yes, Ava's having a half day at school, y'all. So normally I'll be up here talking with y'all. And she wouldn't be here, but we got the little one here. Okay. And I'm working on dropping that link for y'all to join the channel membership. Okay. And lady, you always think I'm macking with somebody, which is Ava. And you know how Ava, she want to sit and tell me about her day, which is nothing wrong. I love talking to my baby. And she be telling me about her little friends. Yeah, so join the channel membership. So before we left off, we were looking at the group on Facebook and we were taking a deep dive into some food pictures. So let me get back to that. Okay, so do y'all remember this myth? Look, Ava was over here doing her flips and jumping all over the couch. I'm like, girl, stop. You distracting me. And shout out to Lady coming through with the 199. She said, Foodie gang. Fam, keep the stove on. Yo, y'all know what this means. We don't have to play the money video one time for Lady. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Foodie gang. Foodie gang. You heard her bling blow. And thank you so much, lady. Thank you so much. Ooh, I almost hit the wrong button. Thank you so much. And she said, Niecy Poo. And we always talk about this every time we see Lady. We know she got a love-hate relationship with the ads. No, I'm just playing. It's all hate. She said we gonna start up a no ad fund too. Lady, I told you what you gotta do. I told you what you gotta do. So we gonna go back to the food. Okay, so this okay, and then okay, you all remember that movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate? Do y'all remember that movie where she went to the bathroom and like beat herself up and they called the police? Man, when you're in a relationship like that, it's time to go. There's too much. Okay, so we have Cajun chicken here, yellow rice. We had green beans and red bell peppers. They were so good. And then we garnished it with a lemon. This was absolutely delicious. I would make this meal again in a heartbeat. Oh, the picture didn't change. I was like waiting on the picture to change. Oh, I know y'all remember this one. Who remembers this one? Okay. All these meals we made live on my YouTube channel. We have a meatball sub here with some broccoli and some fries. And we made our marinara sauce from scratch. It was delicious. And Lady said, just red, not green peppers too. Looks like it's good, but I forgot if you did. It was green beans and red peppers. Green beans and red peppers. Yes, but we be over here eating good and cooking good. So yes, we're looking at my Facebook food group. Um, we got a little cooking tutorial right here. I don't know why we're seeing that guy's face. I don't know. I gotta watch that video when y'all are not here. Hey, Ish, how are you doing? She says, Chef, how are you doing? Always dancing, always so happy. Um, Shout out to Eve. She said, hello, everyone. Girl, we are just having some tea. We had our tea. It's my second cup. And we're just sitting up here talking about politics. Now we are looking over at the Facebook food group, making sure everybody gets real hungry, gets the appetite working for dinner. I don't know what I'm going to make yet, but I'm going to make something. And we're going to be back here for dinner. Whatever I eat for dinner, I'm sharing with y'all. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna see. And it's always a positive vibes over here on YouTube. But in this space, let me sit up and let me clarify. Okay. Not every channel is like this. Okay. Some channels they be going at it. But over here it's good vibes. I gotta clarify that. Yes, because we got food. That's right. And so this looks like batter dip fried fish. You know when you make that the beer batter? Yes. sticky snack for you this week. We need a picture, Foodie Gang. We got to get right to it. Mississippi mud potatoes. A rich, cheesy, and bacon-packed potato dish. That's the ultimate comfort food, perfect as a side or hearty meal on its own. Honestly, Foodie Gang, I feel like this. Anything potato, I just absolutely love. Let me see if I click on this picture. Is it gonna pull up? And outdoors said the fish look good. It sure did. All the food that we see so far looks good. So far. We got a banana pudding cheesecake. This is a oof, that looks delicious. That looks delicious. Dang, I'm getting kind of hungry now. Like, dang, what am I gonna eat now? Good old fashioned mac and cheese, beef steak, and salad for dinner. Oh, I want to try one of these hot plates. Like, I've seen them when I'm in the restaurant, but I never like have done it myself. Apparently, you get these things like hot, sizzling, and whatever food you put on there is hot, becomes hot and sizzling itself. So, good morning. Post a picture below. And we got chopped roasted potatoes, full loaded, and T-bone steak. Ooh, man. Yeah, make my potatoes like that. Make my potatoes like that. That's a good question, outdoors. I'm not sure. I would have to go back and look. All right. Oh, are you saying you wanted the mac and cheese, but you wanted it to be organic and non-GMO? I think that's fair. That's a fair ask. I need to get an apron so that when I'm in the kitchen cooking, my clothes don't get dirty. Okay, she making turkey in February. Okay. And lady said when the pig looks good too. Lady, what you got that thinking face there for? From said from scratch, gang, gang, gang. Yes, and we got a turkey here. Ain't nothing wrong with some turkey. This is kind of interesting. I never made something like this before. We might have to try this. Okay, it's a scrambled egg and pork belly with arroz calado. This is like something Liliana would make. Oh, okay. All right, lady said that's a compliment. Relax. I'm sorry, lady. These trolls out here be having me on edge now. I go through my real life trying to fight people now. And And I have not deep fried turkey myself. I have had deep fried turkey though. Um, Lady said she ain't with it. She ain't with it. The egg roll up thing, I don't it kind that kind of look cool. And this is flavors Dune. Look at that there. Oh, we gotta go back. No, okay, I'm sorry, I can't play it. Oh, we gotta look at it from here. Oh, it might not work. Sorry, playing the sound. I was like, nope, we're not even gonna risk it. Ooh, this is Chef Quinn right here. We did have Chef Quinn up here before on the channel. We did an interview with him. Lady, what about this? It looks like shrimp and it looks like baguette slices. Oh, and then this is when we did our brunch. We did our brunch mukbang. It looked like um it looked like shrimp and bread to me. Okay, lady said I need to send you this YouTube channel of these two guys. Yeah, they are. But they funny as AF too, sis. Okay, well, lady, you got the Instagram. You got the Facebook, the email, chefbigbank@gmail.com. Um, yeah, it looked like shrimp and bread to me. And then Outdoor says shrimp with a good bear. Do you mean beer? Lady, we can't tell you no way. You talk about everybody. True, but you know what? You might need, you know what you need with that shrimp, um, and that bread. You need one of my mimosas. And yes, this was a brunch mukbang we did. I wish I can get it bigger. Let me see. It might get stuck in the back of your throat, and um, lady, okay, I'm cracking up because I'm gonna go back and show y'all the photo. So y'all know what we talking about. Okay, this is the photo that we're talking about. Um, lady said wine, she cannot do the OJ, and Outdoor said he wants a beer with this. Yeah, make me a little mix a little drink, or I'll take a mimosa. But you are gonna need something to drink after this. But this still looks good. And it looks like some Cajun seasoning on there. Yes, you can tell Outdoors is a manly man. He said, "Give me a beer." Ooh, dog, this one look good. I'm gonna try clicking this. Hopefully, don't play no sounds. Okay, these are souffle pancakes. Tell me what y'all think about this. And would y'all eat these? Y'all know I like pancakes, so I definitely would eat those. It's giving me more like a dessert feel though, I will say that. But these do look good. And Outdoor said yes, please, but it gotta be organic. We have Taco Tuesday with a little something different. My taco pizza, classic nachos, fried tacos, and homemade Spanish rice on a Tuesday night. Y'all know over here at 907 Goodies, I love Mexican food. I eat it all the time. I'm always. And then Lady said in regards to the souffle pancakes, she said yes, minus all the stuff on top. Just give me the mixed berries hold the whip. Okay, so y'all coming to taco night? We got Mexican pizza here. We got Spanish rice, classic nachos. I'm coming to Taco Tuesday. I'm about to say pizza night. And this is clam chowder right here. See, when you start, ooh, okay, this is the last one we're gonna look at. This look good though. Deep fried ribs and brisket nachos. My dad used to do deep fried ribs, and I didn't dislike them. I just felt it made it too heavy. Um, but those ones, like they really been deep fried. Look, I was kind of wondering the same thing, like, should it be that color? But you know, everyone likes their fried foods differently. Some people like their fried foods fried hard. Um, and Lady said, "Can you make clam chowder from scratch?" Yes, I can. And I will be honest, I have not made it in a while, but I learned how to make it from scratch in culinary school. And the restaurant that I worked in, we did make clam chowder quite often. So yeah, I do. I haven't made it in a while though, but that's one of the ones that honestly I had on the list for season 3. We have just been cooking and doing so much other stuff in season 3 that we haven't had time to get back to it. And Outdoors, do you eat 100% grass-fed meats? And you know what? That's a good point, Outdoors, because if you mess up enough food, you just gotta eat it because it's too much money to waste. You just gotta eat it if you mess up too much good food. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Okay, so pick your favorite and comment below. So we got walnuts here, hazelnuts, and pecans. My favorite out of walnuts, hazelnuts, and pecans is going to be pecans. It's gonna be pecans, hands down. Yeah, but if I burn something, I'm still eating it too, just because, like, we don't have money to waste. We don't have food to waste and all that stuff. And Lady said pecans for her too. I feel like pecans taste really good. That was my human timer. Ava said, "Hurry up, mom." Um, and Lady said, "Classic taste and never tried others." No cap, but still. Okay, I do get hazelnut syrup or creamer. I do use hazelnut creamer sometimes, or I'll get hazelnut syrup in my coffee. But I don't necessarily eat hazelnuts by themselves. But I do like pecans, especially baking with pecans. They are really, really good. And I do have some more pecans in the cabinet. So we're gonna be making some pecans, is the moral of the story. Ooh. And that's a lobster. A lobster tail. Can y'all see it? Okay. I haven't had lobster in a long time. Ooh, see that part right there was nasty. And Aldor said number one bad thing in healthy food is bad creamers. Okay, I just noticed that this was 3 minutes. We ain't got quite that much time, and this is some tacos right here. So yeah, y'all join the group on Facebook. Share your food with me. And I want to see what y'all are cooking. And no worries, lady. I know everyone has busy lives. I just appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna do a live tonight and I'm gonna be cooking something. I don't know what I'm gonna be cooking, but we're gonna be making something. And then if you guys would like, we can do something like this again tomorrow where I sit down, go to some videos. Oh, and Lady said, okay, what I missed? You made lobster lafla. That's what we talking about. I have not made lobster on this channel before. And it's so crazy because it's like I have all these videos and then I'm like, I haven't done this, I haven't done this, I haven't done this, I haven't done this. And then before you know it, you just have like so many videos. And Lady said we can blame the ads on her absence. Um, and Outdoor said, when you going shopping? I don't know. I was gonna cook something that I already have here. I think we may do another budget friendly meal just because we haven't done one in a long time. And you guys absolutely love the budget friendly meals. Those videos do so well. Also known as the struggle meals. Yeah. Um, okay. Lady, let us know, lady, what you want to talk about. Lady always be out here giving me a hard time, but we love her no matter what. No matter what. Oh, lady, I think you missed it. I don't know if you were there. I had coffee and tea, or sorry, coffee. Let me just look it up. I went to the grocery store the other day on the channel. Let me just pull up the video. And I walked around the grocery store. I showed you guys how it looked and everything. Oh, it was come have coffee with me at the grocery store. So I was in the grocery store. I had coffee there, and I got a spring roll. And I walked you guys around, and I was telling you that they're a really great grocery store. They have hot food there. They have a coffee shop, so a lot of people tend to go there for their lunch. But yes, but that was only one grocery store. But we had a lot of fun during this live stream, and we had a great time. And I was showing you guys some of the prices, and I was like, "Have you eaten this before?" And I was showing y'all some of the stuff that they had. And at this grocery store, they had octopus there. So come have coffee with me at the grocery store. About a 2-hour live stream. I looked at time. I said, I gotta go. We were at the grocery store. I showed you guys how it looked, and we made some great content. And I also gave y'all a live review about what I thought about them spring rolls. And yeah. I don't think you were there at all, lady. That's okay though. I go live a lot. If y'all can't make everyone, I don't even be mad. Um, I'm very understanding, honestly. Yes, so come have coffee with me at the grocery store. And okay, outdoors, what I will do is I think we're gonna have one of these live streams again tomorrow. He has a YouTube channel, and tomorrow I will show you guys his video of the drink that he made up that he has been telling me to try. And of the fish. So I'll say that for tomorrow's show because I gotta go soon. My hair is driving me crazy. But shout out to Lady for coming through with the 199. Look, Lady is already on top of it. You know, I'm about to hit y'all with the goodbye speech. Y'all didn't see when Ava came up to me and told me, she said, Mom, we gotta go. Y'all, I will be up here talking forever. um, but yes, tomorrow I will show them the outdoor drink that he's been talking about, and I will show you guys the fish. I have to go and make sure that those videos don't have music, and I'll get that ready for tomorrow's show. And I'm gonna get some topics together. We're not gonna talk about politics. Y'all gonna talk about it. And we're gonna be back up here tomorrow. I'm gonna go live tonight. I'm gonna try to set up those 2 live streams so y'all know. Shout out to everybody came through. Y'all subscribe and check out the Drip King. Check out the Ever Loving Outdoors. But yeah, thank y'all to everyone. No, we're not gonna talk about politics tomorrow, okay? Wait, okay, we're not gonna talk about politics, but comment down below this video and let me know what you want to talk about. The next time we come back to the kitchen table, what do you want to talk about? Comment below after this video ends and let me know. Lady said, please leave a comment in the comments when live ends. Hey, lady, do you see that one right there? They want to talk about politics, but thank you guys so much for watching. Shout out to Lady for coming through with the 199. Um, hit the like button, Leave a comment down below after this video ends. You can always support the channel even when we're not here. You can send a super thanks. Turn on the notification bell so you can watch me cook. Join my group on Facebook. Follow me on my social media platforms. I'm finna hit y'all with the outro video. We finna get up out of here. And I'll see you on the next one. Foodie gang, gang, gang. 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 This is Chef Big Bang. Thank you so much for watching at 907 Good Eats. Make sure you hit that like button. Don't